Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
I have a question about my husband. My husband's working for a company, and in 8 years will receive a full pension. He is right now 53 years old, and his mother died at 59, and he has had two brothers that died at 55.
Oh, gosh.
He's wanting to take 5 years and buy 5 years of the pension so that he can retire 5 years earlier. And my question is, it's a significant amount of money to buy the years. It's about $100,000 a year. So it would be about $500,000. So it's a moral dilemma as well as a financial dilemma about what we should do.
Interesting. Ken, have you heard this?
No. And I yeah. Help me out. Explain. I know what you mean, but dive into the moral dilemma a little bit more. Talk to me about what you guys are wrestling with.
Yeah, he just doesn't feel like he has much longevity left in his life. He feels like with his mother and his brother's passing that he just doesn't feel like he's got a long life until a start.
Is that factual? Does he have health ailments?
So he has. He's taking high blood pressure medication right now.
Okay.
And he's going to the doctor, but there's nothing like on the radar. But there was nothing on the radar for either one of the other ones.
They just,
as well,
out of the blue, they just passed of natural causes.
Had heart attacks.
Heart attacks.
I mean, first of all, let me say, I don't think he's crazy. I don't want to imply that this is nonsensical. Because it's emotional. Mm-hmm. And so therefore it's hard to make sense of anything when he's got a lot going on. And I could see how someone would get to that point. I still don't understand the moral dilemma part.
Well, the moral dilemma is, do we take that $500,000 and spend it, or he work an extra 5 years and maybe not be able to enjoy his retirement because he either passes or
I think it's
a couple more years.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Now I know what you mean. I don't think it's a moral dilemma. I think it's just you guys are going, what should we do? And I think you have to live as though you're going to live longer until he has a doctor tell him otherwise. I think if this question is around a doctor telling you that he's got a year to live at most, I think it's a very different question. But right now, you're just basing this on the fact that he's got multiple people in his family have died young. But I would not sacrifice the future here on the altar of the immediate. And the immediate is I don't know how much time I've got left. I probably don't have a lot left based on everything else. And he's making all this up. And I understand how he's getting there. But then if you play this out as somebody who's not emotionally attached to this, I'm going, if this were my brother in this situation and you were my sister-in-law, I'd go, look, none of us is promised tomorrow.
I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
None of us is promised tomorrow. He might be healthy as a horse and get hit by a bus.
100%.
So we've got to live in the moment, yes, but also not sacrifice our future based on some emotion that's not rooted in facts. So no, I would not do that. I would make financial decisions as though he was going to live into his 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the conversation that we've had.
No, but
to his point, we have significant savings. I have $1 million in my 401k. He has $500,000 in his 457. Our house we have a $700,000 house. It's paid for. We have another investment account that has $500,000. And then we have $300,000 in CDs, money markets, mutual funds.
Okay. So if he were to today decide, you know what, I'm retiring. I forget about the pension. Tell me exactly how much money that you would be trading in if you were to do that.
Well, if we were to buy the pension, he would get 60% of his salary that he's making currently.
Even if
today.
I'm talking about you not buying it. I'm talking about you not buying. I don't like that idea. I haven't run any numbers on that, but something about that doesn't feel right. I'm just saying today, if he said, I'm done, I don't want to work anymore, what would he get and what would he not get?
Yeah.
So if he were to quit right now, he could not receive the pension.
And how much is the pension?
60 years of age.
How much is the pension every month?
It'd be about $6,000 a month.
$6,000 a month. So you're saying if he were to stop working today, you'd forego $6,000 a month, which you by your own volition have said we don't need. I would. Here's the thing.
For that reason alone, I wouldn't do this idea.
Yeah, you don't need the money, so I certainly wouldn't buy it.
No.
And now it's up to you guys to decide. What is this $6,000 a month worth to us? Is it worth working for 7 more years, or is it not? And you guys need to play that out. I'd sit with a SmartVestor Pro, number one, and I'd say, how does this affect us? And then number two, let me just be 100%. I'm going to go all the way 100% with you. If I woke up in your shoes and I said, hey, the people around me, they have heart issues and I'm falling into this family and I'm wondering about that. Matter of fact, let me keep it 100% 100 with you. In my family, there's some things that run in my family and I'm seeing it play out. And I go, okay, what about me? So I take more measures. I go and I get the workup done and I spent extra money to have extended testing done and extended imaging done so I can know what's going on and I can have confidence of knowing how do I take care of myself and how do I see what's going on. If I were your husband, I would do the same thing. I would rather spend money not buying a pension, but saying, hey, can we do an extended cardio workup on me? Because here's what happened to my family members. Can we do some other panels that are not just the norm and spend some money to really get that peace of mind? What does it look like for me to be on a health and fitness and lifestyle plan so that I can outlive? Because be a person who sees it half full, which is I can take control of this.
Love it.
And half the people, I don't know if you listen to the stuff that I'm listening to, Sarah, but right now, so much of the data out there is saying that a lot of this we can avoid with lifestyle and exercise and just being proactive. So I would stand on that and live in some hope around this and definitely don't let fear control you. I'm not a doctor and I do not play one on TV.
If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.